talking to the mic so we can hear this.
I was like, I can't. I'm gonna name the show because the guy, they're already weird. Chad knows who I'm talking about.
Oh, I know. He got you on their show.
Yeah. So I'm waiting. I'm like waiting for the other guy, the guy who I was like talking with. That Chad gave me the guy's phone number, and the other guy's just sitting there like on an email. He's like being kind of rude to me, and then he goes, oh, we're talking about podcasts. He goes, you have a podcast? I go, huh?
I don't think that was intentional by any means.
No, but then afterwards he was acting like I was the dick. I'm a dick. And I'm like, oh my God. Because I ended the show with, I said, just women aren't as naturally funny as men are. So he says,
isn't that your closer from your show?
So he says, I said, can we close with that? Because I was getting tired anyway. I go, can we close with that? He goes, you want to close with the most ignorant thing you said on the show? I go, yeah.
Dad, why don't you tell what podcast you put him on?
It's The Crab Feast. It's a great podcast. Jay Larson, they're great guys.
I love those guys.
Oh, it was Jay Larson.
He called
Jay.
me.
Jay. Oh,
I know. That's what I said.
It's Jay Larson.
I know it was Jay.
Because Jay's such a progressive alt hangout guy.
He called Neil wildly successful. And I'm like, did you see what the box office on Female Brain is? It's at 19,000 and holding. It's like a fucking plane that's stuck at 19,000. 19,000. How do you get 19,000 in a movie?
Oh.
For like a major, I don't know if it's a major release, but it wasn't. It was released. 19,000. You can't even buy a fucking car with $19,000.
Chad, did you set him up? Was this a setup? Did you think Kevin?
I was a little set up.
So wait, did you do a lot of podcasts while you're out here?
No.
Just that one?
Yeah.
By the way, he just shit on Jay Larson for being on his phone in his podcast.
Are we starting or no? You always do it this early, or you just do it?
No, it's because Tripoli wanted you on.
Yeah, but initially you said 10 a.m. anyway.
Oh, I like doing it. I like doing it earlier in the day when the girls are at school.
Oh yeah, well,
I have to do. I'm doing another one with the Super Troopers today. I got to watch their movie, and then
yeah, do some research. See if they have a fucking podcast. Like it's just mind-boggling, and I just got to sit there and be like. Female Brain. No, the other guy was cool. I said it was like good cop, bad cop, because the way they was set up, one guy on this side, one guy on this side, and you're looking at the wall.
Yeah.
So you have to keep fucking turning. It's like they're playing ping pong, and you have to keep turning. And one guy would laugh, and the other guy was just like looking at me like, just because I called Robbie Praw like a fucking. Because I go, what do I got?
Mark that, okay?
I got nothing to lose. I'm not going to get a fucking Netflix. Neil's in bed with those motherfuckers, so I'm not going to get it. So why even? And he was like,
honest question. Do you think Neil would work against you in the business? Like if somebody was trying to help you with something like
yeah,
Netflix?
Neil, yeah, he would.
You really?
Yeah,
I don't believe that at all.
I think he would.
Wait,
I think he would.
Would you work against him?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a true story. This really just happened. I would have forgot if I hadn't been talking about this story. I'm at the Comedy Cellar, and where like when you're in the hallway and the stairs is really tight downstairs.
Yeah.
But like, so I'm Jimmy Carr's on. He bumped me to do 5 minutes. He's at like 15 already.
Yeah.
So Cypher Sounds is like near the like.
That name?
I'm just dropping names like
Cypher
crazy.
Sounds.
So he's like lighting him, right? He's lighting him. And then Jimmy's like, do I have more time? And Cypher's like, he didn't say yes or no. He just kind of like, so I'm like, no. So then I went over to the door. I'm like, just get him off. And then I'm just standing there, and somebody taps on my shoulder, and I turn around. It's like some black dude, but with the light backdrop of the hallway, I can't see who it is.
Yeah.
So and he's with a girl who's not white, who's not black. So I'm assuming he's in show business or a comic or friends of Jimmy.
Yeah.
Whatever. So he's like, can you move a little bit? Because I'm trying to, and I go. I'm like, I'm already annoyed because got bumped and I got to fucking wait and it's the last show and I just want to fucking get done with, So I go, like I didn't move, So he's like, he's like tapping me and I go, man, I'm on the show. I'm the next comic on the show. And he goes, yeah, I'm after you. So then he's like moving. Then he's kind of standing over. He's trying to get he goes, I just want to watch. I'm like, fuck you, And then, but he's making fun of my hat to his girlfriend, and she's laughing like right in front of me, you know. So now I'm like fucking livid. So it turns out it's Jay Pharoah, you know, who I never met. So I go up on stage, I do a set. And then and I see like everyone's in the hallway at the beginning, and then by like halfway through, no one's there. So I'm like, okay, he went upstairs or whatever. I get off. He's in the room. He's seated in this chair that's like it's just by itself, but that's where my stuff is.
Yeah.
So I go up to him. I'm still fucking pissed at him, you know. So I go up to him. I go, "Hey, can you not steal my material?" And he goes, because he probably thought I was coming over to apologize or whatever. Yeah. So he goes, what? I go, yeah, I heard you're a joke thief. So can you not steal? Can you not steal my material? And he was like, so he pushes me. But he's getting introduced, so he like pushes me as he's getting introduced. So then I'm still like, fucking, let's go, motherfucker. Like I thought he was gonna say something. I thought he was gonna say something from the stage, like that last motherfucker.
I'ma do my stuff.